Students, good morning to all of you. Now let us know about transition element. What is the transition element? Transition element should have at least one unpaired d electron in its atom or stable ion, either d1 configuration or d2 or d3 or d4 up to d9. d1 to d9. They should have d1 to d9 configuration. If the element has either d1 to d9 configurations, either in atom or stable ion, then those elements are called transition elements. Okay, we have discussed there are four types of elements based on chemical properties. Type 1 noble gases, type 2 representative elements, type 3 transition elements, type 4 inner transition elements, you know very well. So which elements are transition elements in the long form of periodic table? They are nothing but elements of D block except 12th or 2b group. Except these three elements, the remaining D block elements belongs to transition elements. So that is nothing but 3rd group to 11th group. These 9 groups are considered as transition elements. In these elements, the last two orbits, that is ultimate orbit means outermost orbit, and penultimate orbit. Penultimate orbit is n minus 1. Both are incomplete. Their general electron configuration is n minus 1d 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2 as d block elements. So as they have 2 electrons, they can lose 2 electrons readily. That's why their common oxidation state is +2. Okay. Now transition elements have small size, high nuclear charge, and have partially filled d orbitals d1 to d9. Because of these factors, transition elements have some special properties which we cannot expect for other elements. So now let us see the characteristic properties of transition elements. They are hard and heavy metals and have high densities. They have high melting and boiling points. They exhibit variable oxidation states. What is variable oxidation state? If one element shows different oxidation states in its compounds, that is called variable oxidation states. For example, manganese, let us take. Manganese show different oxidation states in its compounds. In manganese dioxide, what is the charge on manganese? +4. So oxidation state +4. In MnSO4, +2. In KMnO4, +7. In K2MnO4, +6. So manganese shows different charges. The charges are nothing but oxidation states. Manganese show different oxidation states in its compounds. This property is called variable oxidation states. This type of property we can't see in other S and P block elements. Let us take sodium chloride, sodium nitrate, sodium sulfate. In all, sodium shows only one oxidation state. But manganese is not like that. It exhibits so many oxidation states in its compounds. Okay, why the transition elements show more than one oxidation state in its compounds? Very simple. Ns electrons, n minus 1d electrons. The energy difference is very small. In between ns electrons and n minus 1 electrons, n minus 1d electrons, energy difference is very small. Because of that reason, n minus 1d electrons are also participate in chemical reactions along with ns electrons. Because of this reason, transition elements exhibit variable oxidation states. There is a small energy difference between ns and n-1d electrons. Because of this, n-1d electrons also participate in chemical reactions in addition to ns electrons. This is the reason for exhibition of variable oxidation states by transition elements. Next property, their aqueous ions are colored. The transition metal ions are colored. Reason, transition metal ions have unpaired d electrons. Unpaired d electrons. Already I told. Transition elements have configuration is in between d1 to d9. Okay, unpaired electrons, and their transition from low energy d orbital to this is low energy d orbital. It is high energy d orbital. This electron jumps from here to here by absorbing light photons, suitable light photons. When light is allowed to fall on, white light is allowed to fall on this electron, it absorbs photon whose energy is equal to this energy difference. Remaining light photons are transmitted by this electron. The color of the transmitted light is nothing but the color of the solution. So when white light is allowed to fall on solution, what happens? This electron absorb the photon whose energy equal to this energy difference. Remaining light photons are transmitted. The color of the transmitted light is equal to the color of solution. That is the reason. Now, their ions show paramagnetism due to the presence of unpaired electron spins. Already we have discussed about this in magnetic properties of atoms. Already I sent you this video lecture also. Just you have to read this video lecture. Now, transition elements and their oxides act as catalysts in many chemical reactions. We know very well, catalyst increases the speed of the reaction, you know very well. Why they act as catalysts? Because they have variable oxidation states. Okay, now let us see catalyst and process. Iron is used as catalyst in Haber's process in this reaction. Molybdenum is used as promoter. What is the role of promoter? This promoter increases the activity of catalyst in Haber's process. Promoter increases the activity of catalyst. That is the role of promoter. Molybdenum is used as promoter in Haber's process. Vanadium pentoxide is used as a catalyst for this reaction. This reaction is used in contact process for the manufacture of sulfuric acid. Next, platinum is used as catalyst in Ostwald's process in the manufacture of nitric acid. Okay, this reaction is involved in Ostwald's process. For this reaction, we can use platinum as a catalyst. Nickel is used as catalyst for hydrogenation of oils in the preparation of dalda or vanaspati or margarine. Okay, nickel or platinum or palladium are used as catalysts for the hydrogenation of alkenes and alkynes. These are some catalysts we used in chemical reactions. They form complexes, alloys and interstitial compounds. Let us discuss about complexes, alloys and interstitial compounds in next chapter. Okay, 12th group. In D block, 12th group is not considered as transition elements. Reason, they have D10 configuration. Transition elements should have the configuration from D1 to D9 only. But zinc, cadmium, mercury have D10 configuration. They are volatile metals. They do not exhibit the characteristic properties of transition elements what we have discussed up to now. Okay, so in D block 3 to 11 groups are transition elements, but 12th group is not a transition elements. Now, all the best.